Well, CoastLife, we know that we're right now in the height of hurricane season, but did you also know that September is Emergency Preparedness Month? Well, if you didn't know, that's okay. We've got the guy to help kind of make sure you're prepared just in case the worst happens, because the less prepared you are, the worse the damage could be. So we've got Timothy Cooper joining us, the emergency manager with Sussex County Division of Public Safety, and you've got some emergency kits put together. This really is for just in case something happens, electricity goes out, there's damage to your home. Tell us a little bit about these emergency kits that you're recommending that folks construct just to have on hand.
So we've created a partnership with the library. So they're at the 3 county libraries, Milton, Greenwood, and South Coastal. However, you can go to our website, look at the kit, print out a materials list, so I think that's good. Or you can actually go to the library and see what's in the kit.
Awesome.
And the libraries have great displays set up with other useful information about disaster preparedness. We're used to hurricanes around this area, so you have 4 or 5 days to prepare for an event, but there are events that you have no warning. Tornado, hazardous materials release, those are things that you don't have time to go out and get a kit. So we're recommending that everybody do that now. Just take a few minutes, build your kit, and then you have it whether you have to evacuate if you live in a coastal area, or you shelter in place for a tornado. We still want you to take your kit with you.
Yeah, of course. So you brought a little example with you. What are some of the things that you recommend people put in these emergency kits, and that way, you know, you've got a leg up, you feel a little bit more prepared?
So you're basically preparing for a power failure for this time of year. Things like household items, food is the most important. You want to have non-perishable food. You want to have water up to a gallon per person per day. Obviously, we have the water bottle representing that, but you need cases of water.
You want a little more than that on hand.
Just so you guys at home know, that one water bottle is not getting it done.
Right. And then other things that are just simple, your first aid kit. You know, if you have some type of emergency, you have a whistle, and you may say, why do you have a whistle? That's kind of weird. But if you have to signal for help, if you're in a building collapse or something like that, you find your whistle.
It's a lot louder than just yelling.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully you're not out of power and you're out of, but you could be for several days.
Sure.
And of course, this doesn't include everything. We also have a battery-powered radio. The battery-powered radio, you're able to get, you know, emergency stations that stay on the air, but also you can still receive weather alerts if there's a tornado warning during a hurricane and you've lost power or something like that.
Yeah, so a lot of things and a lot of options and things to put in those emergency kits. One more time, Tim, where folks can get their hands on these resources. You mentioned the libraries as well as your website. So just remind our viewers, you know, where they can go to, you know, maybe just kind of double check their own work.
So you should go to visit the libraries. They have mock disaster kits, and you don't have to have it in a fancy box like I have here, where you look where you have a clear box. You can just get boxes that are around your house. Chances are most of the items that you gather will be around the house. You have them already.
Sure.
Just they're not in one place, so you can grab them real quick. But they are at our local libraries, the county libraries in Milton, South Coastal Library, and Greenwood.
Timothy Cooper, thank you so much for coming in today with the Sussex County Division of Public Safety and just making us feel a little bit more prepared, especially in the event that there is a disaster, an emergency where we need to grab these kits.
You're very welcome.
Of course. Coming up on CoastLife, though, we also know that this community loves to rally together, especially for a good cause. We're going to tell you more about that cause and how you can help when we get back.